Hello, my Fly Mickey friends. Welcome to this week's edition of Tips, Tricks and Travel News Update from the world of Disney. And on this week's episode, Walt Disney World dives headfirst into reopening more attractions. Is there some hope for a sooner sailing on board a Disney Cruise Line ship? And Tokyo DisneySea prepares for the big 2-0 birthday. Now, before we take a look at this week's news, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, give this video a like, and click the bell icon to stay in the know about all things Disney. So first up, and a first look at Disneyland Paris's new Dream Factory show, which is set for a 2021 opening. While we count down the days until we're able to go on holiday again, Disneyland Paris is pretty high on a lot of UK vacationeers' lists of places to go. But to tide us over until restrictions on travel are lifted, DLP have released some brand new images of their fancy new Dream Factory attraction, and I can tell you, it looks fabulous. The opening of the Disney Junior Dream Factory was of course delayed by COVID-19, but when it opens later this year, it will be in the place where the Disney Junior shows were usually performed by our favourites Mickey and Minnie. And in addition to the duo, there will be some other characters appearing from the Disney Juniors franchise, like Timon, Vampirina, and Fancy Nancy Clancy, all making their debut appearances at the Disneyland Paris Resort. So the first of the two Walt Disney World water parks is now finally open after almost 1 full year of closure. Cast members have been working very hard to prepare the park for guests while implementing safety measures for the current environment. Disney's normal face covering policy also applies at the water park and in all the areas therein. However, masks will not be allowed in the water or on the slides. This is in alignment with the CDC recommendations. Groups or pairs of lounge chairs will be specifically placed 6 feet apart, and there are quite big signs instructing guests not to move them. But to make things a little bit easier for you, mobile ordering is now available via the My Disney Experience app for all 3 quick service locations: Lotte Lodge, Ava Lunch, and the Warming Hut. And also the snack carts, including those to die for mini donuts, will also be available. Currently, there is no word yet on any opening date for Typhoon Lagoon, but Blizzard Beach is ready awaiting to make a big splash in 2021. Now over to Epcot, and spring has sprung with the launch of this year's The Taste of Epcot International Flower and Garden Festival, which will continue through until July the 5th. That's a full 4 months of flavours and florals. So don't forget your passport, as there are so many beautiful, delicious dishes to try this year. Once you're inside the World Showcase, there are 3 indoor kitchens: Festival Favourites, Cider House, and Epcot Farmer's Feast, all new for this year with a rotating menu throughout the festival and each featuring the season's finest, freshest offerings. But if I've got to make a personal recommendation, I would suggest trying the stacked beef brisket pork belly sliders with garlic sausage, chorizo, cheddar fondue, and house-made pickle. The 21 diet is truly out the window for me this year, but this delicious bite is a must-try at the festival this year. And lastly, from the Orlando Resort, Disney this week released a sneak peek look at the reimagined Moana-themed rooms at the Polynesian Village Resort. The revamped rooms feature a new colour palette inspired by the Pacific Ocean Islands, all featuring new features and fittings and plenty of themed elements surrounding the story of Moana. These modernised rooms really look fabulous, and the carved details, tropical patterns, textures and colours work really well with the resort, while of course incorporating a few whimsical touches of Moana and Friends from that hit movie. Disney's Polynesian Village Resort is now accepting reservations beginning late July of this year. So if you fancy experiencing a little bit of the Pacific in the heart of Orlando, head over to flymickey.co.uk and let us help make that magic happen for you. Now, recently, the Canadian government, as we know, banned cruise vessels carrying over 100 people from entering Canadian internal waters till at least the 28th of February 2022. This, of course, impacted all of the ships in the Disney Cruise Line fleet: the Disney Dream, the Disney Fantasy, the Disney Magic, and the Disney Wonder. However, there is new legislation that could help save the 2021 Alaskan cruise itineraries for the Disney cruise fleet. According to a news report from USA Today, Senator Lisa Murkowski and Senator Dan Sullivan have introduced the Alaska Tourism Recovery Act, a piece of legislation that they hope will temporarily relieve restrictions that are currently in place. US maritime law requires international stops on ships flagged in foreign countries, which includes many major cruise line ships. This bill would allow cruise ships to sail in Alaska waters without requiring a stop in Canada. Right now, Canada's ban on cruise ships prohibits such a stop, posing a big challenge to the Alaska tourism industry. If this legislation were to pass, it could allow Disney Cruise Line to sail to Alaska much sooner than previously anticipated, giving a little bit of pixie dust hope for those cruising fans who are hoping to head out on an Alaskan sailing sometime this year. At this time, Disney Cruise Line have cancelled all sailings through to May of this year, including its popular Bahamian cruises out of Port Canaveral. It is not yet known when Disney guests will be able to return to Disney's private island, Castaway Cay, and to other destinations around the world this year. Now, in just a few weeks' time, even more magic will be returning to Aulani, a Disney resort and spa in Hawaii. At the end of this month, guests will once again be welcomed to the resort with a magical luau that marks the beginning of their vacation. On March 27th, Kawaha, a luau at Aulani Resort, will return and bring some all-new memories for the guests along with it. Of course, Disney plans on protecting both guests and the performers in line with current health and safety measures, and will ensure that everyone involved in this event stays safe and healthy while at the resort. So before the luau begins, families are encouraged to participate in Hawaiian activities from the comfort of their own table. Guests will also get to enjoy a succulent meal of aki poke and lomi lomi salmon salad, emu-style braised pork, island fish, teriyaki chicken, local seasonal vegetables, and a dessert trio. To accompany the meal, non-alcoholic and alcoholic beverages will be included in the event price. Now, after dinner, guests will embark on a journey through Hawaiian history, told with music and dance. And as the story unfolds, guests will discover Hawaii's deep cultural roots in canoe exploration, waha, that brought the first voyages to Ko'olina, that's the island where the resort is found, and in which gives this luau its official magical name. And finally, we take a look at a truly unique Disney park over in Tokyo, and at how the Oriental Land Company is keeping itself busy, even amidst a state of emergency, preparing Tokyo DisneySea for its 20th anniversary that's taking place later this year. Sadly, right now, the park is pretty quiet, with locations like the Aquasphere Plaza being almost unbelievably empty, with only a few folks here and there taking some selfies. The serious lack of people at the park is truly eerie, but since the capacity is limited to only 5,000 guests per day at present, it's not really surprising. But on the bright side, Mount Prometheus is looking pretty awesome as ever, with only some minor construction scaffolding at water level obstructing the view. The Broadway Music Theatre greeting, featuring Mickey Mouse on his drum set from the Big Band Beat finale, has officially closed on February the 28th of this year, ready for the coming-of-age ceremony for Ieyasu, and is set to be held at the theatre later this month. But there is no official news yet regarding the return of any entertainment to the Tokyo Disney Resort, so this may be delayed. The plastic curtains, previously installed on the Indiana Jones Adventure last year for health and safety reasons, are now also in place on board the Tower of Terror elevators, allowing every row to be seated for a full capacity ride. Over at the SS Columbia, the entire bow is currently covered in towering scaffolds. This mast maintenance is done roughly every decade, so actually it's perfect timing that it's done right now, as the park's 20th anniversary is almost upon us. Construction on Fantasy Springs is now visible from inside Tokyo DisneySea, with a projected opening date currently set for 2023. Although the green-sided show building that will house the Tangled attraction is particularly visible right now, it is hoped that it will be fully themed by the time this expansion is opened. And finally, preparations continue for Believe Sea of Dreams, the new nighttime show that's coming this year to the Tokyo DisneySea Park. According to a press release by the Oriental Land Company, Believe Sea of Dreams will be approximately 20 minutes long and be presented from the waters of the Mediterranean harbour. Throughout the course of this show, guests will be reminded of the importance of having a dream and always believing in it. Projection mapping equipment has been installed on the roof of the Hotel Miracosta, and guests staying there at the Mo have reported seeing test patterns displayed overnight, and it's looking likely that Mount Prometheus itself will see some projection mapping in the upcoming spectacular. That's it for this week's Tips, Tricks and Travel News Update. Don't forget to follow us on all social media platforms at FlyMickeyTravel so you'll never miss out on the magic moments from the world of Disney. And all that's left to say is have a dreamy, magical day.